work done by some of the groups called Vanamayo here in Germany. These women are doing a great, tremendous job. They go out of their way to help their own in Zambia using their own initiative and effort. Let's celebrate such women and
Can we unmute Ambassador's wife, please? The IT.
Madam Ambassador, can you kindly unmute yourself, please? Sorry for that, because I'm trying to mute people as they log in. Sorry for that.
Thank you. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. As I was saying, let's celebrate such women who are doing tremendous job to help people in Zambia by using their own initiative. You know, it's good that we give them support. I am proud today because as a woman and a global citizen, I'm in a position to be judged not as a woman, but as a person. With these few words, I would like to encourage every woman, young girl out there who is scared of failure and always think negative about themselves. It's never too late to evolve. Please get out of your comfort zone and start dreaming big. Because as a woman, you have to think of yourself as you are smart, you are better, and you are great. Wake up every morning with the positive affirmation like, I will always get up after I fall. Whether I run, walk, or I have to crawl, I will set my goals and achieve them all. Get yourself some self-love and respect to deserve. Because you are in a position to take great opportunities that life has to offer for you. So don't be dismayed. You can decide to do anything you want because the world is your oyster. And remember, the future is female. Our journey should never stop. But remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and we will get there someday. With these few words, I would like to thank you for inviting me. God bless you, my sisters. God bless Zambia, and happy International Women's Day. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much,
Mrs. Mwikita. Yes, like I already mentioned from the beginning, we have a small program. We have a few ladies that are going to talk about their experiences, their lifestyle or projects. And I was asked to mention my project. I have lived in Germany for a long, long time. And I gave myself a duty, and I found the opportunity to see how I could develop my area where I come from. I come from Chipata, from a rural area, and there's a lot of poverty. Because what I noticed since I came here, whenever there is some charity organizations being formed, they all go to Lusaka, they go to Kitwe, they go to Mfulira, but they never go to the village. And the villages, I think that's where there's more misery than in everywhere else, I think. That's me. Because when you travel from Lusaka driving to Chipata, what you see is bush and nothing else. So I'll make it very, very short. I make it my duty to try to improve such areas. At the moment, I have 22 children that I send to school. I start the children from grade 1 until university level, according to their intelligence. And I've been doing that for years. At the moment, I have nurses, I have doctors, I have carpenters, I have bricklayers, I have whatever, call them. You know, so our system, I'm not alone. I started this, and then we have a few people in the group. It's a charity organization. It's under the, you know, in German, you have to sign it. You can't just run an organization without being registered. I'm not registered in Zambia. It was very complicated, but our system is, I try to collect money from here. My husband is a doctor. He has his own clinic, but he loves music. So his hobby is playing music. And sometimes we invite people, we have like a house concert and they make some donations to his music. And sometimes I go to the market, I sell vitumbua, and you won't imagine a vitumbua costs €1. And I think that's like 26 kwacha, I think, at the moment. So over the weekend, I managed to make €1,000. And with that €1,000, I can send, I don't know how many children to boarding school, you know? And at the moment, I have some primary school. I have some going to boarding school because I don't want them to stay at the village. They don't have time to learn, you know, so we send everybody to boarding school. And then we have at colleges, and then we have at university. The university boy is the best example how I picked him. He went to school and was working at school cleaning the gardens of the school just for him to pay his first term. And after one term, they chased him from school. And I went to the Ministry of Education in Chipata asking how they could help me send all the children to one school instead of me going to different schools, paying for their school fees every year when I go to Zambia. So they told me, oh, by the way, we have a little boy, very intelligent. He finished one term and he could not continue. He's in the village for 2 terms now. So I went to look for him, sent him to school. He had the best results in the whole Eastern Province. He's now at the University of Zambia doing medicine, and he's now in his 5th year. You know, so all the children that we have, there's nobody from my family. Yeah, it's all, it's either it's orphans or it's children that the whole family died, mom and dad and everyone, and they're living with the grandmother, the poorest of the poor. Those are the children that we have. And I don't give the money that we collect from here to anybody. What I carry that money to Zambia, pay for all the school children, cash, get the receipts, and bring them back here to Berlin. Because if I give that money to someone else, I can't trace it. So that's my little project. I can go on and on. I just wanted to give you a very, very, very short idea. I think I mentioned it at one time on our ladies group. Yeah, but if you have questions, you want to know more, you can get in touch with me on my private phone and then we can talk about it. But it's a very, very good thing, and it makes me happy when I go back to the village to see when they finish school and then there's solar lights for their parents, they buy a bicycle for their daddies, because development cannot only be in town. Thank you very much. That is why I say I choose to challenge, because of what I'm doing, and I'm very, very happy and proud. I hope I can do it for the next few years. So that was my project, but since I already mentioned, we have other ladies ready to talk. I'm sure that they think I'm robbing their time. I'll introduce this lady like this. Think like a queen, right? A queen is not afraid of failure. Failure is another stepstone to greatness, happiness, and success. I now call upon President of the United Zambians in Belgium, the wonderful Mrs. Regina Mukondola. please. Regina, Mrs. Mukondola.
Yes.
It's your turn. Please talk to us. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. I'm muted. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Okay, just 1 minute. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, Madam Hara, for that wonderful
Sorry, Regina,
wonderful introduction. Thank you so much. Your Excellency, Madam Elaine Mwikita, wife of His Excellency Mr. Anthony Mwikita, Ambassador of the Republic of Zambia to the Federal Republic of Germany, Madam Moderator, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor to be with you today in my capacity as Interim Secretary General of the Zambia Diaspora Organization and as President of the United Zambians in Belgium. To be in the company of so many amazing women who are striving to make the world a better place.
Okay.
Let me take this opportunity to thank the Zambian German Association Women Partnership and all Zambian women drawn from 11 European countries who have worked tirelessly in making this event possible. Our combined efforts only underscore the saying, if you want something said, ask a man. If you want something done, ask a woman. Thank you, ladies, for your commitment. Madam Ambassador, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, this period of the pandemic has not spared us in the diaspora. Some women amongst us are frontline workers who have endured a lot since the pandemic. These are mothers who have taken care of their children during lockdown while also working from home. Women who have lost their jobs during the crisis, and women who no longer want to settle for discriminations, unfairness, and insecurities. These are women living with abusive partners and living in fear. This year's theme, I choose to challenge, is a clear call to action, not to accept the status quo, and instead push for change, because change moves us forward as individuals and as a society. A more inclusive world necessitates transforming how we behave and how we choose to challenge, not just systematic inequalities, but our own biases. Driving societal change and challenging the status quo is never easy. Cultural shifts do not happen overnight. But the best part about any change is that it can begin with one person at a time. And that one person can be either me, it can be you. Unfortunately, and I say this with with passion, actually. Unfortunately, women are haters of women. Yeah, you heard me. Yeah, you heard me. Women are haters of women. As long as this canker is not uprooted from our society, and as long, I think I've been muted. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can go ahead?
Yes.
Okay. As long as this canker is not uprooted from our society, and as long as our thoughts and actions towards others are not changed, we will never change the status quo. I keep on receiving a mute message on my screen. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
We can hear you clearly now.
Okay.
We can hear you.
All right, I'll continue. We can choose to seek out and celebrate women's achievements collectively by accepting that from challenges, accepting that from challenge comes change. I choose to challenge each one of us ladies to shift our mindset of bashing one another, to stop dwelling on who has more and who has not, who drives the best car and who does not. I further choose to challenge us to stop pulling others down, to stop feeling like we are better than others, to stop the spirit of bullying one another, to stop thinking we are only the best when we have the longest hair or the shortest hair. These are harmful practices that are unhelpful to us. For any change to occur, we have to acknowledge that there is a problem of insecurity, a problem only women can solve by accepting our own weaknesses and biases towards one another. We can spend the whole day talking about how we want change, but as long as we harbor hate, jealous, and strife, our efforts are in vain. We are a pivotal point to build a collaborative and supportive network around the world, only if we choose to challenge our own biases. Let us choose to challenge the ill feelings that we have against each other and commit to finding solutions on how best we can live as a community away from home. Madam Ambassador, my colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, as for me, I choose the challenge. Choose the challenge is as simple as speaking up. There is a saying that goes, the standard you walk past is the standard you accept. I choose to challenge the labels that other people have put on women. I choose to challenge other women when you hear them talking themselves down and failing to own their value and internalize their strength and success. Women will rise higher and go further when we have each other's backs and championing each other's greatness. And when we are challenging the gender norms, barriers, and biases that have too long held women back and stifled our potential as leaders and as change agents. So this International Women's Day, I choose to challenge every woman to support and stop pulling each other down. I encourage you to back each other more, doubt yourself less, and if you want to make a bet on yourself because it starts with you. Thank you very much.
Yes, that was a great talk. Thank you very much, Regina, Mrs. Mukondola. After that talk, while we are dissolving it, I would like to introduce Chile Baby to perform for us while we are looking forward to the next interesting subject. Do we have Chile Baby somewhere in the group? Thank you.
Awechavuta kuchita resist, feeling in na magnetic. Inidosela kwa we olyonse, baby. I feeling you want me pasa ini chosa pepo. Kikali yo bela po. So I feeling you want me pasa ini chosa pepo. Kikali yo na po. It's like a bebe, bobo, injojo, fufu, bebe, bobo, injojo, bebe, bobo, injojo, fufu, bebe, bobo, injojo. Feeling universal, awe mwandi yanipeleka, yanifisha kumakumbi, yanifisha kumakumbi. Feeling universal, alamandi yanipeleka.
All right, thank you. That was refreshing. We go to the next project, but let me read this first before we go on. I feel a charming, smart, and special woman does not follow the crowd. She is herself. For our next topic, achievements, it depends on what, achievements is a very broad topic, but let them surprise us. The next topic, achievements, I call upon Mrs. Precious Tembo from Germany, and I'm very excited. Let's listen to her. Precious, please.
Oh, well, thank you very much, ladies. I'm honored to be part of you today to celebrate the International Women's Day. Well, we prepared something as Vanamayo to share with you today. And I will start with my speech maybe, and then you can just follow through. So in life, there are moments where we ask ourselves, how did I get here? Where do I go from here? What am I doing about things that bothers me? Today, we will celebrate women's achievements. We as women are magic. There's no right person in this planet. If you put your heart into something wonderful will come out. But is it the right thing? We don't know. There's no limits to what a woman can accomplish. Despite failure, we stand up. Despite pain, we keep fighting. Keep dreaming to fly higher, reaching higher new levels. Purity, dignity, and hope. Yes, we want to make a change, to help every woman have a hope, every child have a dream. Yes, we as Vanamayo want to help and to be there for fellow women and children. We will try to influence others' belief, and with actions, we will forge positive visibility of women. What is Vanamayo? Well, it's a word used to describe a woman in a language in Zambia called Bemba. And why we are called Vanamayo? It's because it's a group of women who are working hand in hand to reach certain goals. Vanamayo was created in the year 2020 when we had our first lockdown in Germany. It was just an idea of getting women together using social media and share our experiences during that time we were passing through. The group has grown, about 16 members now, Zambian ladies and Zambian married based in Germany. During one of our Zoom meetings, we came up with ideas. How could we extend our help back home? Despite the challenges that we all face helping our families back home, we decided to help fellow women and children. We have also thought of ideas in which we can obtain funds. So we came up with a plan that each member of our group pays membership fees. That way, it will enable us to go further with our zeal to help. We have managed to have at least done 3 projects now back home, of which we are happily to share with you. I have a colleague here, Sarah Banda, with me. who would love to show you a few pictures of what we've done so far.
Thank you so much, Precious. And I'm just going to share with the group the things that we've done. I hope you can all see my screen now. So like Precious has said, we are Wanamayo in Germany, a group of 16 ladies. Can you please let me know if you can see my screen? Okay, perfect. So we are 16 ladies in Germany, and this is a self-organized informal initiative of Zambian women, women married to Zambians living in Germany. And the group aims to support various people back home in the different communities. And usually the decision on which group to help is agreed on by the 16 ladies in the group. We're currently self-funded. So as Precious has said, we do our own contributions and donations depending on the project that we want to do. And of course, we've been in existence since 2020. But I just want to mention that actually the idea to come up with Wanamayo was something that birthed out from Precious Tembo, Mebo Bwalia, and Mary Mubanga. And from the three women having a conversation, then came Wanamayo, and now we are 16 in all. In terms of who are these women, I'm just going to share with you, just to give you an idea. These are some of the women that are part of Wanamayo. The images are only 16, but in total the image is actually 12, but in total we're 16. And we are the ones that actually are trying to make an impact in whatever small way that we can do. In terms of the projects that we've done, the first project was in June 2020, which was with the Kamulanga Primary School and Secondary School in Lusaka. It is a school that is in a location where most of the parents are actually domestic workers within the suburbs of Lusaka. And we did donate face masks, soaps, sanitizers, water buckets, all produced actually by Zambians. So in a way, we also are happy that in a small way, we're actually able to, for example, you can see the image of the lady who's putting on a mask. She's the one that actually did the sewing of the masks. And then the gentleman that you can see with the buckets, he actually produced this bucket. On the ground, we have a group of young men and women who are actually helping us with the logistics, and they do this voluntarily. And they're the ones that actually then do the donations on behalf of the Wanamayo. The second project is where we actually helped the Kanakantapa clinic in Kasisi. And here we helped the birth ward or the birth center. And
She's gone, no?
The IT were offline.
But Sarah Banda has to continue talking once she's finished.
Is she finished?
I think she's gone, but I can continue from there. So
Okay.
I will continue. So the main goal in us why we had this project made was love was the key. You can build goodwill. You have to execute goodwill. When you offer to everybody, it comes back to you in many ways. But you don't worry if it comes back to you or not. Some will respond and some not. We do not know where the future is, but the goal is to help where we can. The vision we have is to enable some to also have the right to better education. We willingly offer our time to help. We women with the quality to manage are born. You as a woman, let's be the woman everyone look up to, because you are truly special and outstanding. And you have got everything that take the words in your strength. So thank you very much. I challenge myself to rate that children have a better future. Everyone has a right to a better education. Thank you very much for this opportunity, and happy Women's Day.
Thank you so much. So we can see how much energy and how much thinking the ladies have, to try to improve things back home. That's really very interesting. Thank you so much. I think our mother is one person who makes us realize our dreams. They are the people in life who work day and night, and that without being paid. Yeah, they wake up in the night when baby cries, and then they have to run the home, and then they have to look after all the extended families, and those are the people, I think, without mothers wouldn't be where we are, because all the knowledge, the initiative that we got, we learn it from home. So I would say cheers to the existing mothers that we have in the universe. Yeah, me being a mother, you being a mother, mothers back home, cousins back home as mothers, sisters back home. Yeah, we all come from different backgrounds, and now we are almost in the same situation being in Europe, but with different experiences, I think. Yeah, because we all live different. Yeah, let's now listen to 3 inspiring ladies living in the Czech Republic about their own personal experiences in Europe. Yes, and this is Mrs. Beauty Kaya and Mrs. Joyce Namumba, and then we have Ethel Piri from Germany. Let's listen to them. The experiences, I think it's also a chapter that we can go on and on the whole night, wouldn't be finished. Let's welcome them. Thank you, ladies, please.
Can you kindly unmute yourselves, please? Thank you.
I am.
Hello, good evening. Thank you. On this program, I'm representing an African migrant working mother. My name is Beauty Kaya and working in financial institution. As an African migrant working parent in Europe, life hasn't always been easy without anyone to help run a home. Being a working mother for me came with duties of ensuring my son got all the necessary basic needs, did his school homework, and attended outside school activities. All that needed good planning. From Monday to Friday, I had to practically run from work to get home in time to escort him to sports training activities. Saturdays meant traveling to places, usually outside town, for tournaments, which as a parent, I couldn't miss. We don't have and didn't have grandparents to help us support and escort him to such activities. I know most African women can relate, especially those in Czech Republic. Working mothers with small children often tend to be discriminated by most companies. Employers feel these mothers would be absent from work most of the time, as small children tend to get sick in cold season quite often. Discrimination against women is real, and it's worse for Black African women. I've been in a position and seen men and women doing a similar job on the same grade or level. You find that a woman has to put in more effort to be recognized, and triple that effort for an African woman in most professions. There's also a salary disparity between what men and women get. Women usually get paid less than male folks. Though the trend is slowly changing, more has to be done to challenge systematic racism and discrimination in this male-dominated world and in regions where Black women are a minority. Despite these challenges, more women of African descent have risen in leadership, not just in Europe, but across the globe. African women must aspire for higher positions in their respective professions. We shouldn't be afraid to take up challenging jobs, because I know and believe that women have the stamina to shape financial positions of companies as well as economies of nations. We will never know you can perform better than a male counterpart if you don't take up that challenging job. I started in customer service, then moved to sales department. Later, I took up an opening as senior credit risk and portfolio administration officer. Then I moved to another department, this time as credit risk administration process head. You know, every success comes with sacrifice. This meant spending more time at work. A few years later, I stopped chasing my dream to ensure my son got adequate time and attention. I realized my son needed me more, so I had to change departments, this time to a more flexible one, so I could spend more time with him. My son and I were finally happy as we were able to spend quality time together. I'm currently working as Credit Risk Management Service Associate, covering the Czech Republic and Slovakia. As a Black woman in my association, my organization, I seem to have moved a lot, and I count my blessings for the opportunity I've had to learn and grow. It wasn't easy, but I pulled through. I've not reached where I want to be, but I'm working it out. I challenge all women, especially African women, not to feel intimidated. Please seek help. If you experience discrimination at your workplaces, reach out to your managers if you feel being sidelined. I've been there before and I've applied this. This is the reason I've changed departments. Keep notes of your achievements and anything you've helped your team achieve if you work as a team. These notes are useful during self-assessment as they help convince your managers that you deserve an increment and a promotion, especially where competition is high. I recommend you to check with your managers on a regular basis for feedback on how you're performing, at least on a quarterly basis, more now that physical presence at offices is limited. And those working mothers failing to combine parenting and professional life during this COVID pandemic need to reach out to other friends and family. Find out how others are managing those with small children. It is not easy to work from home with children running around in need of attention. For the rest of the women, a phone call to a fellow woman can clear her mind and help her get rid of stress. I challenge you all women to be a sister's keeper. Lastly, I challenge everyone never to look down on any profession. Each job is equally important. Women should uplift one another and support each other climb up the ladder through mentorship, other than the practice of pulling each one down. It's better to have more women up high. Remember, we are stronger together. One woman's success is all women's success and pride. And I would like to thank the organizers and everyone involved in making this event a success. I wish you all a memorable International Women's Day. Thank you.
Before you leave, my sister.
Yes.
I think your topic was very touching. In case someone would like to ask you something, are you ready to answer? Is that okay? Maybe very short, 5 minutes?
It's okay.
Has anybody got a question? Because I think she was talking on behalf of probably 90% of the African women in Europe. Yes, any questions?
Yes, I would like to just add something. Is that okay?
Sure.
Yes.
I just want to just first thank you, women, for inviting me and Beauty to this platform today. I live in London. I'm a Zambian woman myself, living in the diaspora. And I'm always very inspired and encouraged when I hear or see women of color challenging gender pay gaps in the workplace. It's a topic that needs to be discussed. It needs to be put at the top of the agenda. And we must continue to challenge these things in a very positive way. I like what Beauty talked about, building resilience and getting feedback. Is there anything, Beauty, that you can also advise us women in the diaspora in terms of you've done really well, you've worked hard, you've looked after your son, you've educated your son to the highest level, you're very intelligent, well-read woman. Are there any encouragements or any advice you can give to women in the diaspora about developing their careers as working mothers and just building that resilience? What are some of the tools that you use to build that resilience to get these outcomes? Obviously, it's a very rocky journey for women, especially in the diaspora. So what are the challenges that you think you overcame, and how can we learn from you as women in the diaspora and build some of that resilience? Thank you.
What I would advise women is not to give up. You should be like a child. A child, when they're trying to learn to walk, they never give up. They would fall, pick themselves up, start again, walk until they are able to walk and run. So if you're experiencing problems at office, what you should do is first you talk to your manager or your supervisor, because usually in organizations you've got a supervisor and then a manager. So if that supervisor is not trying to help you, and you can go to his or senior manager. And in some organizations, if it's at the office, they do have mentors. And if you don't find a mentor, you can always look up to somebody. You definitely should have friends, women of color, who you can go to and ask them to help. Find out how they've managed to get themselves where they are. And always seek feedback, because you can only know if you're doing well if you are told where you're not doing well and where you need to improve. And I know most of those, the working mothers or anyone, even male, like you do self-assessment. So you're told where you've been doing well and where you're not doing well. So always try to follow up.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I think that was clear. Since our time is not so much and we still have other things on the lineup, I think that's one topic that leaves someone, mentally a bit slow, so that's why I think at this time, let's ask Shawa, maybe play a video from Shawa. Let's relax our minds first and then we'll come back. Do we have the clip from Shawa? Or we leave it out? The IT, do we have the clip?
Maria, did you receive the video from Shawa?
Yes, please.
I sent it.
Thank you.
You sound a bit faint. I can't hear you loud and clear. Are you going to share it?
I sent it to you guys. Okay, I'll send it again.
If we don't have it, we can continue with the program and then it can come later.
It can come. Let me send it to Linda again.
Okay, so we can have the next person. Then after the next person, then the video can be.
Okay. And this is from our IT experts. That's the lady there, Linda, we're just looking at. Mrs. Maria Branchett and Linda Cazetu, that's the lady on the on the monitor at the moment. Maria lives in Italy since 1998. She is Zambian's chairperson there, interim chairperson, African Diaspora Development Institute in Italy. She's a teacher at Cambridge University English language. No. She is a teacher and Cambridge University Language Assessment Examiner. Yeah. So she and Linda, they did the clips, and let's see what they have put together for us. This was done by them, the two amazing and challenging ladies, Maria and Linda. Please, let's see the clips. Are the clips ready, or we continue? Linda, do we have
They're
the
ready. Just a minute. Just a
All
minute.
right. Okay, no problem. I mean, it's okay. This is all live, so it cannot be perfect.
wataliga kuzembala umubili wadilegele yageze yanda gusobana wataliga kuzembala imeno amana mugano geze yanda kurya mitoko wataliga kuzembala iwe umubili wadilegele ya umubili wadilegele yageze yanda gusobana wataliga kuzembala umubili wadilegele ya umubili wadilegele Sobana wataliga kuzembala imeso alega kulanga kezi anda kujilia naka wataliga kuzembala masusu amana utuba kezi anda kujilia naka wataliga kuzembala umubili wadilegele ya kezi anda kujilia wataliga kuzembala
Hi, my name is Anastasia, and I chose to challenge violence against women all around the world. Thank you.
I challenge the world today to give women the right recognition that they truly deserve. For so much is expected from a woman, and yet we're still so limited. I therefore challenge the world to place the rightful crown on our heads, for we are more than a pretty face. We are more than wives. We are more than great mothers. We can actually contribute to the betterment of this world. So I challenge the world to give women chances. And I also challenge my fellow women to support fellow women. For I notice, and I regret to say that this is a big problem in our society today. Women, together, we are stronger. So let us support each other. Let us fix each other's crowns. And let us change this world.
Hello everyone, this is Precious from Germany. I challenge myself to do something for child education. Every human being has a right to educate. We never know who's going to be who in future. So I challenge myself to do something and step up for the children that cannot afford to pay for their education. Thank you.
Happy Women's Day to everybody that is watching me right now. I just want to wish every woman a blessed day. And I want to challenge the world to listen to the cry of a woman. I want to challenge women to support each other. I want to challenge the women as well to be creative in all what they do. I want to challenge the women to take up their potential and be a woman of virtue. So are you a woman outside there and you are looking and thinking, oh, I'm not good enough? But I want to challenge you that you've got potential in you as a woman to multiply whatever comes in your hands. You have potential in you because Proverbs 31 says, she considers a field and she buys it. She's a woman of virtue and her character is distinct. Very good character and loved by everybody. Happy Women's Day. Thank you. So take care of yourself and make sure you're doing the right thing as a woman. Don't walk in the path of hatred. Walk in the path of love.
About the limitations and the backlash that it comes with. The goal is for women to rise beyond their capabilities and emerge to the top.
Hey, happy Women's Day. I just want to take this day to say we love you. We celebrate you, women. You don't need to be a wonder superwoman. I know we do say that all the time, and I am the first one to call my mother a Wonder Woman, all right? But I just want to say you are a human being. You have the right to feel tired. You have the right to want to just rest and be yourself, okay? We want emancipation, but we want to be recognized as human beings. We do have feelings. We work the same as men in some areas, and we would like to be paid the same as men, all right? So the equality maybe in some areas here are well respected, but in so many people, in so many places around the world, it's still not respected, and we would love that to be a priority. All right, so we thank you, and I stand for equality all over.
So I think, are we ready with the clips? Yes, then we continue to the next step. And I would say, think about our mothers, sisters, daughters, and good friends. We all have good girlfriends. Each of them contributes something positive into our lives. Let us salute them all. We choose to challenge. Yes? At this point, I'm inviting you to listen to two loving ladies living in Berlin. A woman who has a lot of duties, nurses the kids when they are sick, run the house, and extended families, like I already said, but still have time to do other things in life. That is why at this moment, I would invite Mrs. Rosie Nikiwala and Jean Hamalala. They will inform us what else, what more a modern woman is capable of doing apart from all other duties that she already has in life. Please, ladies, we want to hear, please. I cannot wait. How far can a woman go?
Good evening, dear ladies. Good evening, all the ladies gathered here. Good evening, ladies watching us on Facebook, and gentlemen. I would like, I give honor to Her Excellence Madaa Mwikita. Ladies and gentlemen, chair ladies, coordinators, supporters, and all the women gathered today. My name is Minister Pastor Rosalind. I'm based here in Germany. I'm a mother of 4, I'm a wife, and I'm a teacher. And being in that kind of category, I found it to be an honor. And somebody can say, where do you derive your strength as a woman to do what you do? All right. I love it to say the theme that has been put, or the topic given to me is the multitasking woman. Who is this woman? What value has a multitasking woman got? I just want to also say, I derive my strength from Proverbs 31. The virtuous woman. If you read down Proverbs 31, you are going to understand what key things or what factors are found in this verse. If you're a woman listening to me, meditate upon that. You're going to find your strength and you're going to find your character taken from there. When I read Proverbs 31, I'm not here preaching, but I just want to tell you where I derive my strength from. The Bible says she's a virtuous woman. Her husband call her blessed. Her children call her blessed. And the husband trusts in her. The children trust in her. And also the verse says, whatever she does, she considers a field and she buys it. And she's also not, she doesn't sleep early, meaning that this is a multitasking woman. In my multitasking woman, ladies and gentlemen, I found it to be more of a woman who does not just depend on one way. I think most of you are on my Facebook, you hear. You say you don't put your eggs in one basket. But in my eggs, I divide my eggs here and there, and I want to see which egg is going to give me more and which one is not. Now, I want to start on one of the tasks. The other ones I've said, a wife, a mother, a teacher, a preacher, a singer. And apart from that, I've got other 3 projects that I do. And one of the projects that I do, I'm in a charity. I help widows, I help orphans. And I just want to show you in all my multitasking skills that I have, as I've just laid down the ground to say, I derive my strength from Proverbs 31. So, Madam IT, can you make me a coordinator because I want to show something on the screen? Just make me a co-host as well. On my number, please, not on my handy. So we are saying that women, what do we challenge? You know, I choose to challenge limitation. I choose to challenge feeling that I'm not able to do it. 3 years ago, I can say the Lord had put something upon my heart. I had a dream years ago. I just want to cut the story short. Years ago, that was in 97. And that dream, I brushed it off and I thought it's just something different. And 3 years ago, the same dream came. And when that dream came, I took a pen and paper and I wrote it down. And I knelt, I prayed, and I started acting on that dream. And what was a dream became a reality. So it is my pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, to share a bit of what I have gathered today. Okay, so give me a few minutes. Okay. It's a joy to see this thing happen. So I salute you, ladies and gentlemen. So I just put down together some few things. Okay. What should I say? Okay, please remember to rate it. Okay, rate PowerPoint. Great. So this thing also, technical things, they take you back and back and back. They delay everything. So don't worry, I'll be there. So these are some of the things that I put together. This is what comes to me to be a multitasking woman. I support widows, I support orphans. It all started 3 years ago, and I'll start the dream coming from here. In 2018, something was born in me, and then we decided, let me put it like this, better, great. You know, 2018, the Cry of a Vulnerable Widow and Orphans project was birthed in Northwestern Province, specifically in Solwezi and in Chingola, Copperbelt. And when this thing was born, we started a project with only 50 widows in the beginning. And then today, I'm so happy to say that we've got over 300 women, widows that we are supporting in my project. And apart from that, these are the women, you know, it's always hard to begin, but the process goes smoother. And at the same time, we don't just look at the women and say, oh, here is the widow. In our project, we are here to put a smile on the widows and orphan faces. Important to make sure that they've got food on their tables. The other projects that we are in is we are dealing in poultry, gardening, fishing, sewing, and woodworking. These are the widows that we are in all these projects. We've got that is our poultry. You know, why do we do that? This is for project to raise financial stability and overcome food shortage among the widows and orphans. And we are also in farming. We've got a 100 hectares farm in Solwezi, and I've got a 75 hectares in Chingola that we are doing a lot of gardening and farming. Apart from that, we started a project last year in fish farming. We've got at the moment in Solwezi 3 fish ponds that we are running. And why do we start that? We're doing this to overcome nutrition in the women, because among the widows, we've got HIV positive widows, and we have started a project on that to support them in their medicals and to see that their healthy is kept in balance. And also in our project, we are here to eradicate illiteracy. We are here to support an orphan child. We've got orphans that finish school, like Mama Linda said. A child goes up to grade 12, they don't know their way out, but we pick them after the death of their fathers. Then Widows of Hope, when it was birthed, it was first thought of to support a widow, but now we said, we've got children, what should we do with the children? So we put the children in and lifted them. So we support the children from primary school and to the university and college level. And we've got nurses, we've got doctors, we've got engineers, we've got students that are in agriculture, we've got woodwork and different kind of administration. Among the orphans, we've got also some mental challenged orphans that we've taken. And one of them is this one we took care of and brought him to Chainama Medical School to support, and we pay the bills of all what is needed for him there. So this is about my charity and different things. We know we're going higher because the needs and the economical status of our nation cannot be dependent on the government alone. We thought we're supposed to give a hand to the government. And apart from that, this is where my multitasking is. I've got a consultants, which we are in, it's right there in Lusaka. It's called Bismarck Consultants. You can find us at a place called Zamco House, 8th floor. All right. So we are a consultants. What are we dealing in? In project management, IT, marriage counseling, pastoral leadership, and many, many other things that we're doing there. So that is about Bismarck Consultants. And apart from being a consultant right here in Europe, I also found myself a year ago with another business that I'm doing, which is an online networking business that I work online. I connect people to the business and I also connect them to the product. I'm now 1 year and months in this business and it's doing very, very well. So all these things is showing us to say that as a woman, we don't only need to do one thing. We can do many things when we desire. And whatever your heart puts, what's something that puts in your heart, you are able to achieve all those goals. So in case of the Widows of Hope, you can find us on YouTube, you can find us on Facebook, you can also find us on our website, widowsofhope.com. Facebook is Widows of Zambia, the same as the YouTube. So thank you very much. That is on the presentation. I just want to come out of to share my screen. Just cut me off. Is it there? Network. Okay, fine, great. So I choose to overcome my limitation as a woman, and I choose to arise and do something better for every woman. And I choose to work in unity. I challenge unity that should be the bone of our lives as women. So if you are a woman there, you are thinking of just one direction. I like it with our Secretary General that she had put across to say, the best enemy is not any other. The enemy to the woman is a woman. The enemy of a man is a woman. But we choose to challenge the women to stand together and build up a unity, an umbrella to say, together we stand. When we do things in unity and love and honesty, it brings the beauty of it. So I choose to challenge. And in the same moment, as a woman chair lady for Germany, I want to appreciate every woman that has come today to be part of this function. I want to thank you, the embassy. I want to thank you, everybody. So thank you so much, Madam MC, for your work.
Is Jeannie still coming on?
No.
Jeannie Hamalala. All right. Okay. If she's not coming, that's all right, because I just got a message that Joyce Namumba and Ethel Piri, they'll talk. Please try to make it short because we only have half an hour. They still want to talk about their life in Europe. I think let's give them a chance. We still have half an hour and that's fine. So Joyce Namumba, Ethel Piri, we are ready for you.
Yeah, I'm here. My name is Joyce Mwabara Namumba Norman. Okay. I'm a mother of 5 and a grandmother. I am a social health care worker. I grew up in Chililawombwe, Copperbelt. A year after my first husband died, I met a German volunteer who was working with a Danish organization under DAP. We became colleagues and fell in love. So we got married. We knew each other for 2 or 3 months, and now we have been married 21 years. His name is Jan Naumann Simumba. We moved to Denmark. I did not run away from Zambia. I came here because of love and to work and support my country. My children also came and adapted very well to life in Denmark. I also invited many of my sisters and my nieces, my nephews, to Denmark. They fell in love here and got married and started families. And they support our family in Zambia, paying school fees for the young and food for the elderly and disabled. When the European nations sat together in Berlin in 1884 and divided Africa among themselves, they came and took whatever they wanted by force and deceit. Now, we just come and take back what is ours. But we use no guns or violence. We use love. Because God is love, and love conquers all. And that is how we are. I choose to challenge European superiority. We are different, but we are equal. No more slaves and masters, but brothers and sisters. If you look down on me, you only look down on yourself. You all know of the challenge of moving to a far-away country. A main challenge and difference between Zambia and Denmark is time. Not a different time zone, but how time is seed and used. In Denmark, time is running away. Everyone is busy. You need to be on time to so many things and appointments. It feels as if you are almost can't breathe. Running here, going there, it's time for that, it's time for this. I started the morning by bringing the kid to school, then go to work, get the kids from school, clean the house, and the husband is also at work. Many times we can be tired and exhausted, and then we still have to make food for the family or go with our children to school meetings or some sport they are doing, like football, or they want to go to some concerts. Sometimes we can shout at them, and maybe they think you are a bad mother, but they do not see the sacrifice you are giving each day. In Zambia, time is coming to you, not running away. In Zambia, tomorrow is another day. In Zambia, time is the opposite of what it is in Denmark. And that is also not always good, because to maintain a work ethic and to develop your life and society, a sense of punctuality is very important. The Bible says, Psalms 90 verse 12 tells us, teach us to number our days, that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom. The problem in Denmark, all disappointments and demands from your boss, the school system, even spare time activities, and the workplace can cause you stress and even depression. It can be very unhealthy. That's why I choose to challenge stress. I am my own boss, and I do it my way, combining the best of two cultures, European strategy and the Africa wins and mentality. Hakuna Matata is the medicine against stress. As Zambian mothers in the diaspora, we have a special obligation towards our children because they grow up as global citizens. They know and have seen much more than we could imagine when we were their age. As Zambian mothers, we have to be strong. We have to be patient. We have to lead our children by example. We need to show them the blessings of being generous. They need to know where they come from and what our heritage is. It starts even with Nshima Ubwadi. When my children were young and just came to Denmark and find out all the Danish food, then I told them, come, let's eat Shima together. They made a funny face and said, no, we don't like it. Nakana. And this really hit my heart. How can they say that, such a thing? Food is such an important part of our cultural identity. Sometimes we may feel weak and confused and have a feeling of not being good enough. That's why I choose to challenge confusion. You are a strong, beautiful Zambian woman in the diaspora. You are out of Zambia, but Zambia is in you. As my youngest son said, my brain is Danish, but my heart is Zambian. As you lead by example, you will prevail. Do not give up. God has put you where you are by purpose. He will continue to lead and to keep you as you keep close to Him. I testify to this because today my children understand me and they even like to eat in Shima. 3 of them are having a university education, bachelor, and all of them are keeping contact with Zambia. They even have their own project and organizations in Zambia. As a mother, I am proud of them. And I am becoming Bambuya for the second time in May. Ladies, God is good all the time. This is our day. Let's celebrate and thank you.
Okay. I think let's have some music. Someone wrote saying we need to refresh some music for a change, because I think the next people that are coming, let's try to make our topics as short as possible, because we don't have so much time. We can't talk for 15 minutes per person. Then we need 5 hours, you know. Don't misunderstand me, but that's what we had agreed on before yesterday. So the IT people, can we have some music before Ethel and Cleopatra and the next lady comes? Is that possible, or is it too abrupt?
You had it off?
No, it's okay. The music can be played. Just a minute.
Oh,
thank you. That was all there. And the people were writing good, blah, blah, blah. They're writing a lot of nice comments. You see the comments?
Mm-hmm. I can see the comments, but we can't sort it out. The time is too short, and I think our technique is not.
Can you mute Sister Joyce, please?
Too broad to cover that.
Sister Joyce, mute yourself.
I am. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to be muted.
Yeah, I've done it. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Yes, yes.
You. That was it I had in my heart, and I hope people understood me. And I'm very grateful to be on this platform. And thank you for everybody. And let's work together. And thank you for wonderful night. And that's it I had from my heart. Thank you.
So are we going on with the music, or we continue with the program, the IT, please?
The music is coming because Joyce was winding up.
Thank you, Linda. Thank you.
Yeah, that's all I had. Thank you.
Come. We're waiting for music.
Sizakusia no lo vetifakile kabundula. Sizakusia no lo vetifakile kabundula. Nati ivo sizachita no
ungachepese chikondi nili nacho nono ndiwe ongesa chalo changa kuwama sometimes timayambana tawizi no manuvyanya nisiva suli perfect baby nikukonde soche oloba ponye maspana baby nzambo kukondela koche yeah siza kusia nono lo vatifakile kavundula siza kusia nono lo vatifakile kavundula nati ivo siza chita nono nati ivo siza chita no eh mwine mutimani we paka kukota na we mwine mutimani we oh ya vambili wamene iwe na intapitamo vambili vaesa kuti vatipwanyise patisivaziva ndiwo maleta zuva ngati kwa vipa mumoyo wanga manikoselesa iwe nikakosa maniposa nzelu iwe nikasova sovukusia neva iwe nainipaka ifa baby siza kusia nonolo vatifakile kavundula siza kusia nonolo vatifakile kavundula nati ivo siza chita nono nati ivo siza chita no mwine mutimani we baka kukota na we mwine mutimani we oh yeah
at times we fight and we argue pangono futi uli mohaki pesa kilo mungai when nililaki uli loyo so sini mawala nili relaxed yeah though they don't wanna see us pamo chikavala mama chintis tilipamo siwama mbela mushe mapik tilipalolo maezi ya pita popatin chilipano yeah wafuna visokoneza wafuna kuvilu vyanya kaleza wafuna fakapo pressure waniyono ngele chintu chene ninafutika kupeza ni wama JB they don't like the fact that stuff cause you are my baby ni wama setting plus you polite na zelu zako sizama slay queen just remember no matter the weather send it together mpaka forever zaka fela ponjazi kaleza nezela kipokupeza
siza kusia nono lo vatifakile kavundula straight cash siza kusia nono lo vatifakile kavundula nati ivo siza chita nono nati ivo siza chita no mwine mutimani we paka kukota na we mwine mutimani we oh yeah
Yo, Tina, do you think?
Shit! It's to the baby.
straight cash yo
Thank you. I just got an extra message. I think we still have two ladies that still want to say something.
Thank you.
Hello. All right. Okay. Can I continue?
Yes, please.
Hello. Yes. Okay. I just got a message. We still have two ladies that still want to say something. Maybe we try to make it as short as we can because of the time. Cleopatra Chivamba still wants to talk about her achievements. And thereafter, Ethel Puri, she still also wants to talk about her experiences in Europe. Maybe we start with Cleopatra Chivamba, please.
Hello, good evening. Good evening, ladies. My name is Cleopatra Mtinta Chibomba.
Oh, Chibomba, yes.
Yes.
Sorry.
I was born in Choma, in the southern province of Zambia. And not in my wildest dream did I ever imagine I would be addressing such an esteemed audience and such an important day. Madam Chair Lady, I thank you most sincerely for awarding me the opportunity to share my story and my humble achievements, which I must admit are pale in comparison to those of the acclaimed ladies here on this forum. I'm really at a loss of words, but I shall try my best. Madam Chair Lady, I must therefore assume that you yourself believe strongly that every little achievement by any woman counts. And so I'm truly honored to be here tonight. I hope my experience in the diaspora will inspire someone tonight as I choose to challenge. Firstly, I'd like to acknowledge our special guest of honor, Her Excellency, Madame Elaine Mwikita, and all the resilient women in the I Choose to Challenge organization committee. Allow me to give special thanks, very special thanks, to my friend, Madame Maria Chivanza Branchetti of Italy, chair lady of the Zambian community here in Italy. I moved to Italy in the year 2000, and I have lived here since. I live in a small town in the south of Italy called Sarno. The beginning, ladies, was tough. It was rough, and I won't hide it. And as it is for most women who move from their country to begin new lives elsewhere. But as you know, we women in matters of the heart can be very resilient. And so I was. I was very lucky to get a job at the Zambian Embassy in Rome, just at the beginning of my stay here in Italy. But my story did not have a happy ending. Barely 3 years into the job, I got fired right on the first day back to work from my maternity leave. I won't go further into that. I fell, but I picked up and continued. This did not stop me. I came back to the little town where I had initially started and began a life with my husband and my newly born son. In 2009, lack of what to do, my husband and I were desperately searching for a new beginning because he had also left his job to come and join me in Rome. So we were back to stage one and we had to start all over. So we decided to open a non-governmental organization, which is called a social cooperativa here in Italy. And our organization, we thought, would be dealing in education, fair trade, and responsible tourism. At heart, I had Zambia. My dream had been to promote my own country, to find a way of taking back resources, to taking back the help needed. And we thought best to encourage our Italian friends to go back home and visit our country, learn what it meant to live in Africa. So we encouraged them to stay in local restaurants, to stay in local guest houses and eat in local restaurants, not in the hotels, obviously the chain hotels. So we were bringing back resources, and this went well for some time. And obviously, this wasn't enough to sustain us because it was periodic. Then we went into fair trade, trying to promote African products to be sold here in Italy. And that went well for a while, and we had to continue because that wasn't enough. So we also decided to start language courses, and as an English speaker, it was quite easy for me to start up a teaching career. I educated myself. I looked for means. I found out from fellow women. In fact, I say thank you to Maria because she gave me the direction to do a Cambridge course that has seen me as a Cambridge examiner here in the south of Italy, and I'm very grateful and happy for that. And as life went on with our business, thank God we were forging on. I started thinking of ways to represent my fellow community, my fellow African community here in the South. Some of you might already know that the socioeconomic situation in the south of Italy is not quite the same as in other places. So the Black communities are usually very marginalized. So I went into politics, ladies. Crazy idea, but I did, and I made it. I became a councillor, and probably the first Black Zambian councillor in the south of Italy. And I was sitting, making decisions for my fellow Africans. I'm proud to say, as I worked in social politics as a councillor here in my town, I was able to help African immigrants who were coming in tons. This was the period between 2014 and 2018. So there was a lot of immigration, and it was almost a crisis as other countries were refusing to receive the immigrants. So in my office, I was able to make sure that the immigrants that came were received and helped out to settle and helped in integration programs. And I'm proud to say my department won 2 national prizes. And these prizes were at a national level in economic, in best social and economic practices by public entities. So my story goes on, and as at now, my husband and I work in projects, voluntary projects in Zambia. We are supporting a hospital. We are supporting the Cardinal Adam Memorial Hospital. We provide equipment, and every year we take doctors to operate there free of charge. And a lot of people from the compound of Bauleni who need specialist help come to the hospital. And despite the willingness to do all these things for my country, I must admit it is still hard to get through the bureaucracy, but we forge on. We forge on, and thanks to a lot of connections, things in the end tend to work out. And obviously the support of our embassy here. And apart from Cardinal Adam Memorial Hospital, which we're supporting and happy about, we are also supporting a school in Ngombe village, which is called Major Kama Primary School. There we're building classroom blocks, and we have also managed in our community to have a few children adopted, distant adoption, so that they can be taken through primary and secondary school. And so far, I'm proud to say we have completed the construction of the science lab and are at a good level with the other construction that we're doing. I won't go any further, ladies. It has been a long night, and what I've heard so far has been very, very, very impressive. And I'm a mere drop in this ocean of wonderful women and wonderful initiatives, and I have learned a lot. I will say thank you for the opportunity. And just one point I want to underline. Women, we should be open-minded to self-development and never think we are not good enough. We live a life where things are changing, and we always have to be open to learning new things. We should not be shy to look for opportunities in a foreign country, because opportunities are there. It can be hard, but if we look hard enough, we will find them. We should never be shy to stand up and be representative and to speak out. Because when you speak out with your heart, you will never go wrong. And in some cases, when you are learning a new language, trying to figure out where to go, it can be hard and discouraging. So I challenge the world to lift both the floor and the ceiling. Because as we strive for equal opportunity, we must remember that if we rise together, both genders, then we will make it. We don't leave out the men because we have sons, and so we should educate our sons. So together we can rise. I thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And to Linda, can you pick up? I think Ethel should be coming now. Can you unmute yourself? Ethel, we only have 7 minutes before we end. Please make your story as short as possible so that we can clap with time.
Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Our honorable guest speaker, Mrs. Ambassador, Mrs. Mwikita, thank you for being with us this evening. All the chairladies, Rosalind Kiwala for our Germany group in Germany, all protocols observed. Being a woman as a single mother here in Germany is not always easy. I would like to free speak so that I take a little bit of short of time for all of you. Being a woman is one of the toughest and most rewarding jobs. Besides being the toughest rewarding jobs, being a mother alone is something that we are all not prepared for. So I was asked to speak as a single mother. Being a single mother in a strange land comes with a lot of challenges, in that you have to always choose what your priorities are. Either you choose to work full-time and not be there to fully mentor your child, or either you have to be home and not work, be there for your child and not be able to afford the basic needs before asking for social help here in Germany. As a mother, I have had to really make tough decisions, which besides that has made me grow up actually and be a mother to my 17-year-old beautiful daughter, who's actually right now in Abitur and being able to study. It has not been easy. I had to choose to work because I didn't want to depend on social welfare in my situation. And I had to choose to be a mother. And also in my late time evenings when I do my shifts, I'm actually in logistics. Ethiopia, I'm working for a big company. I'm very lucky. I started back home and I'm working for FEMA Bosch here in Germany, and I'm into logistics, and I have the privilege and the grace to be in one of the beautiful companies that pays well, that gives me an opportunity not just to be a mother, but also to be a special person that grooms other people that are studying, that are doing skills training. And for that, I'm so grateful. And with the little opportunity that I had here, I also got a chance to still be there for my child. And in my late hours, when I work in my late shifts, I still have to come home and check our homework. We just had to decide, you leave your homework on the table. When I come home, I'm gonna be there for you and I'm gonna check this out. At the end of the day, I think it's a choices we make. And single mothers, it's not by choice. We are discriminated in some way, but at the end of the day, we can still make it. Above all, I have the strongest family support. My sisters, my mom, my brothers are my strongest support. I have a huge friendship that I've built here in Germany with friends. But above all, I have my family as my hugest support. And I do all things with them. And I also consult with friends and be who I am able to be. So at the end of the day, I would like to encourage that single woman who feels left out, who has chosen to stay home with her 5 kids. I'm lucky I have only one. I know it's not easy to leave your children at home and then go to work, and when one is sick, then you don't have the abilities to be there. So at the end of the day, I would like to encourage every single mother that is out there. You're not alone. We don't choose to be a single mother by choice. I, for one, I am a single mother because the father of my child died 8 days after I gave birth. So I choose to challenge, to support every single mother out there who struggles because of finances, and by choice, they cannot be where they want to be because they've chose the mentality and the well-being of their children. I choose to challenge, to be a supporter of negativity out of our lives as African women. I choose to challenge, to be that woman who will give help when needed by other women. I choose to challenge, to speak positivity and fix my next Queen's crown in my generation. Thank you so much, women, for having me. I appreciate you all.
Thank you very much, Ethel, Mrs. Peary. Unfortunately, it seems like we only have 3 minutes to go. I don't know what happens, if we're offline or we can continue. What do you say, the IT? Can we have extra 10 minutes or it's only 3 minutes?
It's only 3 minutes unless we restart. But the best thing is maybe I think Cynthia can do the vote, the last part, and then we end up in 2 minutes.
Okay. So Cynthia,
you've left Liz Palm to give a prayer.
Yes.
Yeah,
sure.
Hello. I'm Catherine Kramer from Austria, not Cynthia.
Yes, sure. I'm sorry.
No problem. I'll keep it very short and I'll try to be on a time limit. It's an honor for me to be here with you today in the evening, in the company of so many amazing Zambian women. Allow me to begin by giving out a special thanks to our special guest of honor, Her Excellence Madam Ambassador Elaine Mwikita, for joining us. And thank you to all our wonderful Zambian women based in Germany, Austria, UK, Belgium, Iceland, Norway, Switzerland, Italy, Poland, Sweden, Finland, France, Denmark, Czech Republic, and Slovakia, and other women all around Europe. I choose to challenge with a quote for us all. To all the movers, the makers, the shakers, to those who shout out loud, who stand strong, and when needed, those who quietly move on. To those who build empires, move mountains, push boundaries, raise babies, make memories, and refuse to take no for an answer. To you, for you are the ladies, you are the grandmothers, mothers, sisters, aunties, daughters, friends, paving the way for a new generation who are ready to play. Stand tall and stand proud for all that you are, not someone who says who you should be or could be, but that you are here now. That is just so amazing. Thank you to you all. God bless. Thank you for the wonderful evening.
Are we still going to manage to have a prayer, or we just leave it there? Because I would say
no. If you leave right away, we still have time. She can pray. I think we still have time.
Okay.
We can't go without a prayer.
Yeah, sure. That's true.
But just take note, when it ends off, that means it has ended because you're already on the time.
Oh, we can't even say goodbye. And shame. Oh no. All right, then
next time we make it a bit longer.
Let's have a prayer before it gets cut off.
Okay, everybody, let us pray. Our Heavenly Father, we honor you we give you thanks and praise for enabling us to gather together virtually in honor of this very important day for us women, despite the pandemic and all its associated negativity and loss. We ask that you help us to stand united as sisters in Christ all over the world. Help us not to be envious or jealous of one another, but instead help us to see each other through your eyes in order to enable us to use our different individual skills to collaborate together, to encourage, motivate, inspire, uplift, and guide each other, hold each other's hand, work together, and learn from each other so that we become a force to be reckoned with, as eloquently stated by Her Honor, the Vice President Inonga Winner, in yesterday's Women's Day celebrations in the UK virtually. As articulated by Madam Beatrice Chileshe in her Challenge the World video clip, together we are stronger. Let us fix each other's crown. United we stand, Father. Divided we fall. May your will be done in uniting us. We completely and utterly refuse and denounce the devil's will of separating us. Help us to continually stand united as we raise our hands and choose to challenge against all kinds of abuse, inequality, discrimination, and violence against women. In Jesus' mighty name we ask, as we give you thanks and praise for everything you have done in our lives and continue to do in our lives. Looking forward to being a force to reckon with as we continue to stand united in solidarity, according to your will. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Yes, and we are doing, excuse me, we are doing this World Women's Day at this level for the first time with Zambian women in all different parts of Europe. Let us remember and realize how important we are. We have come together and managed to organize ourselves in a short period of time. Let's go home happy. What went wrong? It's our duty to correct it for the next year session. Yeah, and it was very nice, and I think it was a good idea.
Madam Moderator.
Yes.
We still have, I think, 22 minutes.
Oh.
So maybe we can just interact, and maybe for those who've got questions, they
yes,
can ask.
Sure, that's true.
2030.
Linda, can you play Shua's video, please?
Okay.
Is it possible?
Video.
Ni vamos a correr.
Just waiting for the video. I think we can maintain silence as well.
Next time, can we also have traditional music, please?
Yes, traditional music.
Yes.
That is what we
Angela
want.
Nyirenda.
Yes.
Video. Can I say
Angela
something?
Nyirenda.
Linda.
Yes.
Linda, while waiting for the video, can I say something?
Yes, please, ma'am.
Yes, I think it was a very good idea to have formed this group. It